fortunate enough to acquire the fixtures, molds, and some of the tools from R.C. Allen's shop. These tools were used for building Archtop guitars. I'll use them for the same purpose. And wanted to shoot a little video to show you those tools in action. This won't be a detailed how to build a guitar sort of video, but an opportunity to see these tools and how they're used. So to start with, I have a side mold. This is for a 17-inch body. 3 layers of veneer would get sandwiched in here with glue in between. When the glue dries, it'll hold its shape. So this is the bass side. Here's the treble side. And you can see that this will force the veneer into shape. Now the veneer itself is very thin. It's about a 42nd of an inch thick. That's 22 thousandths of an inch or so. For the inner 2 layers, I'll use regular, good quality maple veneer. You can see this close a little better maybe. And for the outer layer that you see, we'll use flame maple, right? The outside layer needs to be a little more attractive. I've now cut the veneer down to size for the sides, and I have a longer open time glue, give me a little more opportunity to get the glue spread and get this assembled. Now I'm going to add a little bit of foam as a backer, make up any difference in the positive and negative halves of the mold, make sure everything's really good and tight. Let this cure overnight, and we'll pull it out and see what it looks like. And the cutaway side is ready. Also set aside and cure till tomorrow. This is set overnight, and let's see how we did. Good. Hold its shape very nicely. Cutaway looks equally as good. So these will be cleaned up a little bit, trimmed down to their final size, and put into a mold to join them together. And now the sides have been cleaned up. I have them in their mold here. This will get clamped in to hold the sides to their shape a little more precisely until the top is glued on. And once the top is on, it'll hold its shape. But here it is, outside. It's form. It holds its shape nicely. Just got the tail block and neck block in place to link everything together. This needs to have its kerfing installed, and it'll be ready to accept the top and the back. To start work on the top and back plates, I have more veneer, all maple. Again, that's what RC did. A lot of times you'll see in production guitars maple on the outer layers and poplar on the inner layers, but RC did all maple. When we lay up the veneers, traditionally it's a cross-lamination process, right? So every layer is glued up with the grain oriented opposite each other. And that's what I'll do for the back plate. I have to make 4 sets of these 2-ply laminations. RC did not take 5 plies, which together will still be less than an 1/8 of an inch thick. These are thin plies. But he didn't take 5 plies and put them in the press all at once. That's a lot to deal with. And because he used a water-based glue, and I'll do the same, that's also a lot of moisture that's trapped inside those plies. So by doing pairs at a time, it's much more manageable. The glue cures a little better. So I'll end up with 4 sets of pairs that are laminated flat. So I'll glue these 2 up and put them in here as a simple press and some clamps. Let that cure overnight. So I'll have a somewhat rigid flat plate. I'll take 2 of those and a new piece of veneer in between for a total of 5 sheets. Put that into the real press, which pushes it into shape, and when that glue cures, it'll stay in shape. I'm going to get gluing. I won't show you that, just a lot of glue, a little bit of time, and in the press it'll go. Alright, here's where it gets interesting. I have my 2-ply veneers for the back side. This is the outer surface with the nice flame maple. This is the 2-ply plain maple for the inner, and I've added the 5th layer, which goes between them, here. This is a 1-piece sheet of veneer, just to make my life easy so I don't have to deal with the center seam. So just one big piece of veneer. So that's the sandwich that's going to make the 5-ply back.